You're listening to M Soul Music in the Mix. Give a better sound to your life.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Friday afternoon stream. We got about 20 minutes till closing bell on Wall Street. We'll have a weekly candle close across that market, and just wanted to start the stream with the US Mint.gov site. Remember, they took down. They made the price of assets not available, at least the silver anyway. To repurchase or to reprice, excuse me. And look at this. You can't even buy it right now. You can't. And make sure I'm not crazy here. American Eagle 2025 1 ounce coin. Look, can someone see the price, or am I crazy here? Because like this is insane. And we're currently out of this item, but it may be restocked later. Be alerted when you can purchase a 2025 silver-proof coin, American Eagle, for $173. Anyone else like kind of freaking out about that? Just again, maybe I'm wrong. Someone could be like, "Nah, dude, you're looking at the wrong one. You're looking at it in some other currency, but they use the US dollar symbol." Okay, proof coin goes for a lot more. Okay, well, let's find the non-proof. All right, I want to be as chill about it as possible. That's, you pull it up and you see that one first. Let me keep looking through here. All right. Hey, what's going on? It's Gomi, man. Oh my god. What the heck?
Gomi tipped $113. Hey Mitch, can we take a look at STIM MVST BIPCAM VST DPRO Momo?
Put me to work, Gomi.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Gomi, for the 100 within less than 5 minutes of stream time in terms of my face being visible, the charts being visible. Thank you, Gomi. I can now purchase not even one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's a little bit more chill down here. I like this. This is actually not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, 95, 2019, 2018 coins. That's good price. Well, good. I don't know, that's actually really good compared to you can't buy it though. That's the problem. Like not available. 2021 coin, $95. Like, does it even matter if we can't buy it? So you go to any other website, it's still going to be like probably $100, even after the pullback today. What, 89.30? That's not much of a pullback. So okay, doesn't matter. So at least they have prices. I think there weren't even prices on there for a few days. Okay. So, well, I guess we'll start the stream with Bitcoin. Like, why? This is it, man. It's kind of doing fine. It's in between two levels. You got a coin flip chance of 92.8 for a back test. Yeah, right. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Old support, support a million times, right? They flip a coin. They go back test that first. All right, a silver eagle. It lands on one side of the silver eagle, goes to that support to test. And if not, you flip the other, I mean, you flip the coin, it lands on the other side. You're going to be heading to 99.3. So just in between two levels, nothing crazy going on with it. I'll just show you this, man. Like, no one wants to see it. You're just going to turn the stream off. This is just like, I mean, really, what's going on? Like, oh, okay. You're just like the same concept of what we kind of had, and it just kind of morphed into it's a different type. I mean, same structure, just more up and down, more sideways. But that, in the grand scheme of things, is what's going on, you know? Upsloping consolidation. You're never even coming close to rivaling the November 12th high still. And we're talking, we've been consolidating for 56 days. This could go on for another 50 days. And they could take it to 104K. You're just not doing the long-term intermediate uptrend stuff. You're just not right now. But yeah, okay. Just letting you know, just don't forget, like, this is all that's happening after. This is the prevailing impulse. This is consolidation after the impulse. No, it's not great right now. Like, we got to have a lot more to get excited in crypto. Just giving you a big update on that. Great. Okay. We look at Ethereum real quick. Same stuff. Waiting on 35.20, 35.80. If you're on the weekly, you can be a little bit more liberal about it. Maybe go for a 3,900 target. But in the grand scheme of things, all you've got going on, like, and a downtrend, is just kind of like this right now. Whatever, you know, just upsloping consolidation, not rivaling the previous major highs. 50 plus days. Okay. All right, cool. You got it on all of them. All right. XRP would be nice to see 196 again for a structure to develop, but they're not letting it get there yet. Okay. Cool. Solana up 1.6%. I mean, you know, hey, above 135, history says 160, 162. But yeah, nothing really crazy. Like things that are crazy for me. Something that, like, I want to see. This isn't really it yet. It's not. What I want to see is something like PLG, just random platinum group metals. I want to see. I know it's down 5% today. I don't care. Look, you're still in like the early stages, maybe, of a trend reversal. Look at the daily. That looks good, man. Like, look, you got all these higher lows still coming in. It hasn't really separated or gone berserk like many of these gold and silver miners. I just look at this and I say that it looks like there's upside potential. I mean, this could double in price, literally double in price, and it still wouldn't be insane. It would just be hitting the top of this harmonic from 2021. So I really like when assets start, like, they're going sideways for so long, and then all of a sudden a characteristic of the price action changes, where all of a sudden there's just more than before. Then there's a higher low, higher high in the previous highs lately, and then a higher low, old resistance. My God, it's so real of a resistance for 2018, 2022, 2024. It's flipped to support. I mean, this is just, you are in like the beginning stages of an uptrend, what it looks like to me. And then you go to the freaking monthly monthly, and it's like, oh my God. Like, if it just runs to the confirmation line of the major potential double bottom, it's like up 120, what is it, 135%. And like, that's not even it. What if it broke out of that? What if this pattern became confirmed? Like, there's just nothing here. It's almost like it's pseudo price discovery. I mean, I don't know. I guess you could say $11, but overhead resistance wise, it's like, wow, think about where this could go. If that actually, this massive pattern plays out. I mean, that to me is like, hey, dude, you're in the metals world and you missed out on everything. God, what is your problem? Oh, you missed on everything. But you're not watching the stream. Because we were covering all the miners in 2023 when they were ready. They were there. Like, we've got video evidence. all the documentation, the Discord of the charts when they were ready. And now they're just going manic. They're going parabolic. A lot of them are separating today. A lot of them are like actually breaking to all-time highs or multi-year highs. And it's just, but you just look at the chart and it's like a straight line up. There's nothing to do. It's like high risk. You don't know your reward. Like it's just, you're in kind of mania. We can look at some of those. So you know what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, I don't know. CDE looked good. We had covered this like a week ago again. This was an amazing setup from before, but we started identifying this reaccumulation.
Before market close, please. Nice work as always. Thank you, brothers.
What's up? Well, that's a lot of pressure. I mean, that's like 12 minutes, Grace. 12 minutes. Dang, dude. And then we hold on now, because we got Gomi wants 4 assets covered. So what do? Just say, nah, Gomi doesn't get anything and you get Rivian first? Yeah, Rivian, it's been taking on the chin. Hold on. Here, kind of mess with my Momo here, my vibe, my mojo, whatever. Yeah, it's dumping. Figure like 1567. There's an unfilled gap at least. I think like this is just what happens. You get big runs and you pull back. You're not in the crazy stages yet. It takes time. Just like Baba, it takes a lot of time.
TAC, Transatlantic Corp.
What's up, Paco, man? Thanks for the 20. Yeah, we can look at that. I think you're just waiting for 1567. Even if it doesn't hold, you're still probably going to make a higher low again. It's just, yeah. Again, this is just like what Baba did. Sorry, Gomi, man. I'm not trying to, right? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, Baba did so many things like that where it's like, oh, man, it's going. And then it has these deep pullbacks and look, huge run. Look at the pullback after that crazy. That's like probably where Rivian is right now. Or here. I mean, like, yeah, it loses so much value. So many gains wiped out. But in the end, it eventually makes a higher low and runs again. And then, yeah. And then Baba, by the way, it's like breaking the wedge. Beautiful wedge. Back testing an old. This is the final target of the trade setup, by the way. They're regarding that as support. It seems like with 10 minutes to go until the close, it looks like it's going to close above it at it. That's pretty awesome. I wonder if that's real. If it holds, then you got a 205 target and this long-term uptrend can continue. But you just got to remember Rivian's like way in the early innings of potentially what we were looking at on Baba. So that's all. I'm sorry, you know. And I was just trying to hold on, man. I'm trying to look at these miners. So I want you to see, like, we were literally here. I don't know if anyone else on the internet even cared. I mean, I know Scott Carney did, but dude, we were here. Like back here in 2023 and 2024, like talking about literally all this. This was a trade setup. And the target of the last target of the trade setup was the top of the harmonic. And now you legit have, it's breaking into mania. I mean, this is, you're going for a 1-4-4, it's up 10.69%. This is like sometimes what happens. It's like crypto almost, but like, yeah, the miners now, some of them are like waking up because like silver is like doubled in price in 2.5 months. And silver has been underperformed, or silver miners have just been underperforming because they went first. They really kind of went with silver, but did extremely good performance, had amazing moves. But like during this 2.5 month run with silver still in the show, now the miners like today on a pullback, a little pullback on silver. I don't even 3.3%, whatever. It's really volatile. This thing's up 10.69%. So, I mean, it's up 22.7% on the week and going for what looks like an overhead resistance of 1208. But yeah, I mean, okay. So that type of stuff's happening. HL, it was just another one. Look at that, man. It's just like a straight line up. It's up 17% on the week. And nearing like a major overhead resistance. And what if they break that, then it's just going 35.67. But like, you can't strategize. It's just high risk, potentially some reward, potentially no reward. It could hit this in reverse, but like finally they're starting to wake up again. USAS, this is like a weekly. This is going for, you know, highest level since April 2021. Probably, I don't know. You got 693 overhead resistance, and then above that, probably 976. So yeah, I mean, they're just, these things are running with silver spot price pulling back a little. It's very interesting to see. And then gold miner, yeah, GOLD, which is gold.com, up 4% today, going for its highest weekly close since October 2024. All right. KGC is amazing too. Good God, look at that. This was one of the most beautiful structures ever. Good God, they had already begun the higher lows and then the M shape and then the accumulation after the structure. It was so beautiful. Hidden bullish divergence on the higher low, the last low. And now you're hitting a 4.236. Just absolutely insane. And that's an all-time high too. So there's nothing really to do here anymore, because when there was something to do was when we were talking about it late 2023, early 2024, and now it's gone, but it's continuing to be gone because it's like some sort of metal super cycle. Yeah, like the last 2 weeks, man, my entire year has been made in 2 weeks. Like legit. I could probably just do nothing for the rest of the year, and it was an incredible year. That's how good it's been. Unreal. Never in my wildest dreams did I think, oh, 2026, my year's going to be made in 2 weeks. Now it's just like, don't mess it up. Do not mess it up. So, all right. I just wanted you to see some of those miners, man. But like, okay, you're looking at all those, and then you go back to PLG, and it's like, man, I want to like reallocate a little bit of capital from my wins. This on the weekly right here. I mean, this looks like it's got so much like doubling in price upside potential. Platinum pump, you know, it's done a huge run and it's pulled back and it's down today. But like this to me is like, if you could just, this is a patient man's game. I think you're getting in really early, the really early stages of a big trend reversal, 537, 720, and then maybe after that, like 971. So I think on Monday or even Sunday evening, I might, I don't even know if I can get PLG overnight, but I think I'm going to allocate more into this one for the long term, because this could end up taking, I mean, 6 months to a year to fully play out. But yeah, you're just starting to run out of assets in the metals world that like even have like, oh, I could strategize this. This kind of looks like it hasn't fully run its course, like all these miners and now the spot price of silver, gold, you know, PALL. Like this one though, this kind of like gone too. Palladium, it's still not as good as in terms of like upside potential. It's still not as good as what we were just looking at. And then what was the other one that I'm in heavy on calls? The alert just went off on it. URA. Like to me, URA was an incredible setup, going for its highest weekly close since October, up almost 3% today. It's been a good week. It's up 8% on the week. Calls paying, man. Calls are up like 60+% now. And I'm just like, dude, I'm legit waiting for, I mean, 65.44, but you're thinking like possibly $100+ on this thing. This is like, hey, remember we just looked at PLG? PLG was like down here, maybe earlier stages. And now this is in the, starting to get into middle innings. And now look what's going on URA. And I'm just going, chat. All right. Just like, let me flow, Gomi. Like, let me just do my thing. Think it benefits people, you know, just like for me, like rocks and stuff, right now I'm big tech. I mean, what? Oh, Apple losing support and sucks. Microsoft, lower highs, lower low. This is it right here, man. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, weekly time scales, hidden bullish divergence after buyers successfully defended a key support from 2011, not once, but twice. This is like, I'm thinking way higher on URA. This is why it's a trade setup in the Patreon Citadel. Like, this is why I'm heavy in this. Maybe I should be heavier. I don't know. Silver was such a good play. I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, I go live every day. I'm in the Patreon. I talk about URA in general, chat. I'm like, URA, green emoji face. Like, you gotta like, I don't know. I feel like you can see kind of where I'm at, you know, and my sentiment on assets. And this one has been so good. The bullish divergence on the daily, the confirmation low on the second low, confirmation within confirmation. It's been so amazing. And it's got so much more upside if you give me time. I don't care about pullbacks. Do not give a crap about pullbacks at all. So, all right. We can look at like silver spot real quick. So I posted this picture on Citadel. I did take a little profit, okay, yesterday, and it was because it was like after the closing bell, because the hanging man is a really scary pattern for me anyway. After being up so much, it's like, why wouldn't you just say, all right, a hanging man on the daily, and then on the 4 hour, hitting the top of the channel, which would be over bought threshold, with a beautiful textbook bearish deep crab 1618 confluent with a 200% retrace. I mean, that confluence right there is crazy. So paper wise, yeah, little profit. And physical though, I'll just keep buying some physical. Like I've been buying since 2 months ago. I don't really care about the price. And so it's holding on to the heart line of the channel now, I guess, right? Resistance is trying to flip to support. And so like this very well may be a thing where Sunday evening, we're going to go crazy and run to a $95. It could happen, man. Just as easily. What I'm just kind of concerned about is an unfilled gap down here at $80. It's like, dude, there are no unfilled gaps on XAG ever. Never. It doesn't exist, man. There's none anywhere. Go look through your XAG to USD chart and find me an unfilled gap, or even the gaps happen in the first place. Like gaps don't even happen on silver, and now they do. And it's like, that's sitting there. I mean, they could run it back up and it could still be a valid pattern. Like they could still do this next week and it's still valid. Like they could do stuff like that, and you get like type 2, you get bearish divergence. Then you don't have bearish divergence yet. So, and then you could get a deeper pullback for the gap. I don't even think you fill a gap at that point. But yeah, it's just like, man, when there's so many gains, it kind of gets, it's like micro strategy last year. You get so, it's like just so unbelievable.
Good day, Mitch. Can we please look at Oklo? Nuclear energy company. Inverse HS possible trade set up soon.
We'll look. Thank you so much. Strategic stacks. Thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll look at it. All right. So I'm just looking at this like, man, it's like, oh, screw your technicals, man. You know why? Because we have a lifetime event going on where in China you have a 10%, or I'm sorry, yeah, pretty much a 10%, 12%, $10 spread. Like in Shanghai, I think it closed at $98, $99, maybe $100. And so like that right there is just kind of like the weirdest fundamental thing I've ever seen that would maybe just crap all over these technicals. Like, oh yeah, it seems reasonable, right?
Last super chat didn't play.
Oh, what's up, Wits? Your last super chat, it didn't show up in my logs, man. Yeah, it's like literally not in my Stream Elements log, so I have no idea what to tell you, man. I don't see it. There's nothing here. We got Gomi, Grace, Paco, Strategic Stacks, and then this super chat right here. So I don't know if you sent it. Let me look in the log maybe. Oh, Wits. Oh my God, man. Why did it not? It's not, I swear to gosh. Like, I'll show you. Like, I'm not even trying to mess around here, dude. Like, look, there's $4.99 from you. 20, 19.99, 19.99, 113 from Gomi, and that's it. That's all that shows up. I'm sorry, man. I can't make it play because it's not in the. Thanks, Google. Thanks, YouTube. Well, I'll just play Jesus Chimes, all right? Wits, tip 99.99 super chat. Loving being a part of the Discord. Cool having everyone ascending together. Check out SG if you can. Thanks, Mitch. Thank you, Wits, man. And I don't know, the like button on your contributions freaking out right now. What the? I can't even hit like on it. It's just like season up. Thank you, dude. Holy crap. Really sorry about that, dude. And like, don't even think I'm ignoring it because, you know, like I don't even have the chat up because I have two screens, so I couldn't see it. So, yeah, like in before, silver just gaps up on Sunday evening in the first 2 hours of trading and then runs to all-time highs. Like, I cannot be surprised. I don't know what's going to fundamentally bring this down. I think even in China, why China's price dipped a little bit today was they have now like limited the amount of leverage you can use in China. Like they're trying to stop the speculation. I think there's a crap load more retail speculation going on in China than there is here from everything I've read and seen. So that might have had something to do with it. But in the end, what's going on with silver has nothing to do with speculation. Like maybe 1%, 3%, 5%. 95% of all the run on silver right now is inelastic buyers, economic warfare, China trying to corner the market. You just got like, so I think for solar panels in 2023, hear how crazy this stat is. In 2023, solar panels, silver was like 3% of the total cost of a solar panel in 2023. This a couple years ago. Now in 2026, silver it is 34% for total cost of a solar panel in just like less than 3 years. So if that continues to trend, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like, I also read that like at $134, it starts becoming like unprofitable to use silver as a conductor in solar panels. And so I know copper is a good conductor too. No one's used gold, right? Of course not. But the alternative would be copper, and copper's not as good. But I think like copper, I don't know about the technicals on it because like I think, you know, it might definitely be pulling back some soon, maybe. But because just look at the run it's been on. Like if it does something like this, like you just can't be upset or scared because it's eventually going to do that. It's either going to do, I think, like in my opinion, based on monetary debasement, inflation, money printing, it's either this or this. But both outcomes lead to $6+ a pound or $7 a pound copper. Okay. Whether it pulls back first, you get a better entry, or no, they're not going to let that happen. It's doing this for fundamental reasons. And if silver, I think, gets too high, too crazy, like companies will research and attempt to develop alternatives to utilizing silver because of the price. And maybe copper would be the silver lining there. But yeah, either way, weekly, I mean, intra-week all-time high. I mean, you're going for the second highest weekly candle close ever, just second to last week's with less than 1 hour to go. I know Wall Street is closed, but just remember the technicals on this are so insane. It's like, it would be a blessing from Jesus himself if they could push the price back down to $5 to retest, because they never, I mean, they kind of did it immediately intra wave, but I like a wave down, all like this resistance. You see them resistances here. If you could get a $5 copper, it would be the blessing of a lifetime. You may just not get it. I'm saying like that would be a great trade setup entry, an easy level to manage risk. But where you are right now, unfortunately, it's like too far gone from a risk management level. You're just kind of you're up here, you're making all-time highs, barely, but like there's just a potential for a pullback after such a nice, I mean, think about it, this wave up since August, it went up 40% in 168 days, 140% on a metal. So it's like a pullback, just a little correction could give us such a good opportunity. But yeah, in before it doesn't happen, right? Because it's just no way, not going to happen, bro. Okay. So, and we didn't even look at gold. Gold weekly. I mean, come on, dude. Gold going for its highest weekly close ever. Again. Now, see that gap there? Gap on silver and gold's just so annoying because it's like, there's never gaps. They never do it. Of course, silver is the most efficient metal to conduct. What is it? To conduct electricity. Oh, I thought gold was maybe, but it doesn't matter though. Like if silver gets too expensive, path of least resistance, people are gonna try to find ways to get around that heavy cost. But right now, why we might never see 40 again on silver is because of the industrial base. Like no one can afford to just not have silver. They have to buy at any price. It doesn't matter. Of course, don't buy copper rounds. Good luck. No, you can't buy. All the dumb people bought them anyway. You can't buy copper rounds on the internet. Everything's sold out. Yeah, you buy copper. You buy a copper little bar for $5. You just got murdered. But it's more for a meme, right? If anything, yeah, you're better off just buying silver. Yeah, stream is metal stream now. Well, I mean, we looked at like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana really early in the stream. We did look at it, right? So it's like Bitcoin live, but we looked at Bitcoin and you can't argue. But come on, man. Like you're looking at a trend that's just like, yeah, they're bullish engulfing candle in 2 days, great. They could take this thing to 100K, 104, and it's still going to be in that little flag. They could take it a 104 or 5 and it's still kind of like making not a higher high. There's just a lot of work that needs to be done, man, on this one to recover. Like 1010 killed the market.
And what made super chatted $50. The education I've gotten here and in the Citadel have changed my life.
Boom.
Thanks, man.
Dang, dude. That's freaking really nice, dude. Thank you, Walt Mike, for the 50 super chat. Big hype in the chat. Well, I'm proud and honored that you gave me a chance to show you the world of technical analysis, the way we do it, right, man? I don't know, like some people are just like, they're day trading the 1 minute chart. I'm just like people like they're like these lost porn videos on YouTube of people like day trading the 1 minute and you like listening to them and it's like, dude, this doesn't exist in real people world, like the real trader world, like institutional trading, like banks, people that have like trading floors don't do what these people are doing, trading the 1 minute time frame. So I guess there's a lot of stuff out there of people doing what I'm doing, but they're doing it kind of like their own way, I guess, and it's not in any textbook I've ever read about. So anyway, real quick, let's go back. URA closed up over 3%. Look at that, man. You just give me time. Give me time on URA, $66. Amazing. Oh, and by the way, if you're a Target bro, member, trade setup, Target, look at it. Since the entry, it has been just nonstop winning. Like gorgeous. What a drag. It hits target 1 of the trade setup already. Divergence, sellers failed to take out all the support here. And I mean, where you are right now, there's a lot of upside. Like, I mean, you're breaking out. It's like a double bottom breakout confirmed. Eric Morris, man. Hey.
At Eric Morris VD7G super chatted $49.99. I will second that last super chat, watching for many years.
Hype in the chat!
Man, what the heck? Eric Morris. What might thank both of y'all for the 50s. All right. Very grateful. And thank you too for giving me a chance, man. Show you. Look, man, I've just been studying what I've learned from really smart people that put their life's work and research into the field of technical analysis, real technical analysis. And I'm just a conduit from them to you. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay. What I teach here, I didn't make it up. I'm not in here trying to even act like I know what I'm doing, bro. I'm literally just, I learn from them everything. You know, I've experienced on the markets like, yeah, dude, you see a million patterns, million structures over millions of hours pretty much, right? Yeah, that kind of plays into it too. That can help with gut feelings on what looks good, what doesn't. Yeah. Trend analysis, all that. But really, it's just, man, it's not about me. It's about y'all, and it's about your trading journey, and it's about people's life's work and research they put into this field. So, thank you, ma'am. So, hype in the chat for education and investing in yourself and learning this stuff, because it's such a, like, you know, it can be boring, but for me, it was such a no-brainer when I got out of college and I had started my big boy career job. I was very fortunate networking to get one. And it was just like, man, walked into my dad's office one day because, you know, him and my mom owned their own company. They since sold off into the boomer sunset, of course. But he like has his feet propped up on his table. He's looking at his portfolio, listening to Paul Feinbaum. And it's like he just looks so at peace. And it's like 3 p.m. and I'd been cold calling and busting my A since like 9 a.m. and I was just exhausted. And I'm like, dude, I got to have what he has before I'm his age, like way before. And he just said, man, you better put every freaking cent, dime, dollar you have. And I'm talking delay all your gratification, put it all into your IRA and your brokerage accounts. You know, I know 401k is a little different because it's not self-directed, and I think if you don't, you know, company match, fine, but anything beyond company match is like a waste of money, I think. So yeah, your brokerage account. And then that just got me on this crazy, I went home and went on this crazy rabbit hole and started learning about Japanese candlestick patterns. And then that was it, man. Japanese candlestick patterns. What a bullish hammer, a bullish engulfing candle. What? There's a bullish abandoned baby pattern. Evening star, morning star, dark cloud cover, piercing line. What the? Okay. And that was it. And I had played video games throughout like my childhood into college and all that. And then that video games were no more after that. Really. It was like never again. My whole like life, all my hobby became this. So anyway, so we'll look at the S&P real quick. Your futures anyway. I mean, second highest. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. I thought it was weekly record. No, it will be a indecision candle after last week's really nice all-time high candle. But your intra-week made an all-time high. Yeah. So, I mean, look at this, man. Look, there, no pullbacks, nothing. And it could keep going, and that's cool. But like, what we try to do here, we try to find the targets. We try to find all those miners in 2023. 2024, right? We're looking for ACHRs, type 2 returns of M shapes, a bottom of trading ranges with slightly lower low double bottoms, of bullish divergence on multiple time scales with confluence on that M shape to show its strength. All the crazy stuff, value, perceived areas. This, you're just looking at this index fund, and there's none of that. It's just, wow, Rudy Poo. Well, congratulations on number go up. Congrats, man. Daily, yeah, still broken out, but I just, you can't trust it, man. You just can't. I get that it could go up more, but you're just not in an area where, man, this could just fail next week. But I don't know, Trump always finds a way to come out with good ideas to pump the markets, right? Oh, we're gonna bomb Iran. We're not gonna bomb Iran. We're gonna tariff silver. We're not gonna tariff silver. We're gonna let people utilize their 401ks to buy homes. Down payments on homes now. Like, great ideas, man. So this is just like, it could be, all right, they banned stock trading for Congress. You know, like, it looks like that to me. Like, you're at high risk areas with limited upside potential for the trader. You would want to be at the bottom of a range for long, not the top. Not to be just slightly broken out with all this bearish divergence on the daily. Even if it goes higher. But great, man. Congratulations. What's so crappy about NASDAQ, forget the daily for a second, it's just the 4 hour. It's like unbelievable. They just cannot break it. They can't do it, man. 25.7, 25.8, right? This like overhead resistance from November 5th. Well, it's so nasty locally because it's like you have the highs right here and then you have a lower high, a more formal bearish back test of that zone. And then the, wow, three, well, it's almost like falling three methods. Falling four methods, really, right? Continuation. And now this old demand line. I mean, it was real, right? I mean, like candle close from November 21st, December 17th, January 2nd. They lost it, right? And now they're like back testing it as resistance. And then like, so you had the lower high here, but then locally, right? This was an even more formal bearish back test. Like that's such negative bearish price action, man. You don't want to ever see that. That's just, it almost implies lower. It almost literally implies this is coming next. But of course, maybe not. All right. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, if you're reading price action locally correlating to a very big level, this looks more bearish. I'm just being real. Okay. NASDAQ futures. Silver going to 90. Yeah, dude. It is. It is. Yeah. It already did, but it's doing it again. Power hour. Yep. But it's almost like this. Like, holy crap, man. Like, are they, this is how strong this asset is. It's almost like they're doing that. No way. They can't do that. They can't regard this heart line now as support. Once and twice. It's ridiculous. So, yeah. 7 figures in 2 weeks. Dude, it could keep going, man. Of course. We're going to see 97 probably next week, right? Yeah. Okay. Gold also rallying. Power hour for metals, if you didn't know. Sorry, let me play it.
It's time for Power Hour.
Yeah, dude. Silver, $500 billion higher in market cap than Nvidia. That's right, dude. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Let's see. Copper pulling it. Yeah, copper. My God. Could you imagine? Like they do it. They just hold this level and it just going now. Oof. I bet silver shorters, well, they're getting liquidated. They're getting stopped out. Like TDS got stopped out. Went short at like 70. Got stopped out at 92.50. And silver's not even at 92.50 now. It pulled back there. It's kind of like man bun, right? Man bun double top. Kept going short on Bitcoin every $10,000 and kept losing. Yeah. So, your index funds, right? This just kind of like doesn't look right. Metals, different world, right? Holy crap, man. Metals, rocks, yes. Uranium, rare earth and strategic metals, man. Yeah, like this is the animal spirits. This is your trend. This is your friend. At NASDAQ, I just don't really see it right now. Technically speaking, momentum isn't really there. Momentum is stalled out, and like you got market drivers like kind of dumping and making like 7-month lows like Microsoft. I mean, this is hopefully I've articulated that well enough to you, and maybe some small caps too. Definitely some small caps like Stitch Fix. Holy crap, man. Like, I don't know if it's going to hold, right? But dude, you look at the weekly on Stitch Fix, just a small cap. Just look at that. I know it pulled back, but man, they bullish engulfed. Right there, the resistance support is support now, highest low, and it's just like, if it's real, I think you target 876 here, but sir, it's 526. Yeah, that means like Stitch Fix, if it's a real bullish back test with a bullish engulfing candle confirmed just moments ago, 66% upside on this small cap. Like, that's what we're talking about. That's like something that's a lot more interesting than just looking at the S&P and the Nasdaq being like, oh, we're kind of making it, dude. I don't know if we can do it for months. Very weak looking versus stuff like this. Weak looking versus something like DGXX. What? Like, we don't even know what this was days ago until someone requested it. It's just like, you got to be kidding me. Like, it's almost like PLG, where it's like the trends kind of has just begun. After years of accumulation, consolidation. Now you got the higher highs, higher lows, and it's like easy to manage risk, above the 200 moving average, highest low, deep 886 retrace, value perceived area in an uptrend. You got to be kidding me, man. Like, this is just like, if it fails, it fails. But the upside potential is unbelievable. It's like doubling, 100% upside minimum. And you just don't know if this could end up like at 17, 18 bucks again. I mean, things have changed. This is a composite operator. Think about being a composite operator and beginning your buying campaign, and it lasts 853 days. It's just stuff like this that's just different than, oh, I'm looking at NVIDIA, and yeah, it's like up there, but it's up 2%, down 2%, up 2%. Oh, it's the same price it was 5 months ago. Okay. Kind of reminds me of Bitcoin earlier this year, or early last year, excuse me. Yeah. And then LAES, right? This one too, where it's like, I know it's down today 2%, but like, my God, it's just so easy to manage risk. You got higher lows, higher highs, and it's like above key levels, confirming resistance and support. It's like, that's the ticket, man. That's the good stuff. Like, if it doesn't fail, like, you got stupid upside, doubling in price and beyond. So anyway, I digress. Let's look at some of these requests. Wheeler. All right, Gummy, put me to work. STIM. STEM. Neuronetics Incorporated. We've been, oh my goodness. It's wow. Wow, Gummy. Holy crap, chat. Look at this. I mean, it's not like literally quite exactly what we want. It is almost perfect though. It's like the beginning of what we want. So you have a bullish bat pattern out the gate. I mean, it's perfect, man. It's perfect. Beautiful M shape. And where's the M shape concluding its development? Oh, it just happens to be a 2020 all-time low. Man, that's amazing. So it's like spring back test of spring here. It's a 5%, 2% after hours. Ah, man, it would have been a little nicer if we were closer to 126, right? Because now we're like, okay, how do you manage your risk here immediately? If you wanted to long on Monday, where do you set your stop? You can't answer because you want to be as close to this level as possible. But I mean, what a freaking M shape. Look at where it's concluding its development is so good. What you would really want is like it's beginning a type 1 reaction. You would want this. And then you would really want this. You would want that. Like if you could help it. If you wanted like an ACHR legendary type setup, you would want all this to happen. So STIM is definitely one to like have on the list. I mean, of course, it may not type 1 reaction, might just run to 474 here. But that is such a beautiful, predictable pattern, beautiful price action correlation to the key level. Even locally, you can see how good that, look at that. I mean, it's 1 and 2. It's like a double bottom here. And it's just begun. I guess you could try to set a stop maybe at 172 here. If you really wanted to be a high risk guy and see if it can just play out. But yeah, you always do want type 2 returns visible. And on the type 2 return, you even want a local high or low, a local form of confirmation on the type 2 return. It always just, it ends up doing this. So great stuff on STIM, man. Really. Like we'll be monitoring this one for a while. I'll be waiting on G-Dog to be like, bro, is it time for STIM? Like, wait, what? I forgot STIM existed. Great stuff, man. On MBST, Microvast. Good trend. Yeah, you got the pullback, that 886, kind of like a M shape there, but below the 200 moving average. Locally, those two lower high there, that's kind of not great. And then you also have the controversy of 349. It's a swing high from 2022. So a little more iffy here. Yeah, a little more iffy. Hidden bearish divergence playing out. So I guess you're okay above 274. I kind of like DGXX and LAES better than this one, but I get where you're at. I understand why you requested it. So 274 will be really important. If they can hold that maybe successfully, we start seeing positive price action. It might be worth taking a shot on, but I'm just a little concerned about lately locally and trading below 200 and trading below 349. So, and the hidden bearish divergence. So let's monitor it, but I don't think it's actionable quite yet right here, but you got that low to high 886 in the uptrend. That's cool. So, good request there on MVST, Gummy Man. We'll check up on it. It'll come. Brookfield Renewable Corporation. Oh man, thing went to heck, didn't it? But yeah, things starting to turn around. So this one a little trickier because it's been on a good run, but is it correlating anywhere for risk management? Maybe. I think you're looking at this one swing low that's not really that big a deal. Historically speaking, it's just a couple times in 2021 of support. They're holding that. Yeah, I mean, if you want to try to manage your risk with stop below 37.65, but I don't know if, I mean, I like the spring and back test of spring kind of. You got that there. But that's kind of, even with this right there, it's like a little zone. Yeah, I mean, that's a risk management level if you wanted to, but you just know your upside is kind of limited, right? You do have a big support resistance zone from 2020 right here. 45, 40, 46, 53. That might be a level where that's your upside potential. So from where you are right now, you got about 14 to 17, 18% upside. So it's just all about, do you want to, I mean, I don't know if we have like the structure, right, where we want it. And I don't think you have a value. You're not at a value area. You're not like a value received area, but nevertheless, been up trending, right? Higher highs, higher lows for a while. But yeah, it's literally like someone with, you don't have to have a greater than 50% chance of it running to $45, but you know, risk management wise, I don't even know if it's equitable. It would be equitable if you were going to take profit at 46.50, a 3-to-1. Yeah, it would be. But if you could get a little bit closer to $37, you could have a tighter stop and you could have more upside potential, and or you could take profit at a tighter level like that if it went down to 38.78 next week. So yeah, you could, but I don't know if you have like if there's anything implying that a reversal is it's impending right now. So BEPC, not bad. Dragonfly. They misspelled dragon though, or maybe they said it right. It's the dragon. They stole it from here. Yeah, I mean, you have a trend reversal ongoing. To me, it looks like, right? It's like a accumulation. Like they bottomed it out, and all of a sudden, like you had maybe right here was the sign of strength, the backup, and this is the confirmation, and then nice pullback, and you're confirming 582 zone as support. Yeah, but the problem is, right? I mean, like your nice run here, but how do you set a stop loss up? Literally right here. It's tough because it went up. Like you wanted to be as close to 582 as possible, so it's off that by like 60%. That's the tough thing about it, man. You got to be like right where, all right, time to strike where the iron's hot, and that means the closer to 582 as possible. And you're so far removed from that, 60% removed from that, it makes it really tough to be like, oh, time to post a trade setup. Time to enter right now, because there could be so much downside, and you're underwater before it starts running again. So, but yeah, trend analysis wise, there's someone out there more than beforeing this thing, and that's really good. So if you were like fortunate enough to get another like pullback like that, you know, maybe they back test like this swing high 714. Yeah, that'd be a better opportunity than where you are right now, trying to long right now. You'd probably want to pull back, but very good on deep dragonfly uptrending, man. Yeah, got a nice trend here going on, don't you? Or beginning to. Long-term, terrible, disgusting downtrend forever. But something's changing, at least for now, right? At least for now. You probably had a golden cross, bullish crossovers, your moving averages. Yeah, you had that way back. You had that back in July, 7 months ago. So, yeah, man. Trend has reversed. These are good requests, and you're requesting them with reasoning, and I like that. Momo, the China. Yeah. It's been looking fine. It's taken forever, though. I know. Forever. It's the Momo, dude. Type 1, Type 2. Higher high now. Higher low. Yeah, I mean, like, if they can keep the price propped above 670, that could be risk management. Really? It's China, though. That's the tough part. Like, you've already got the harmonic framework. You now have a nice pullback, and that could be your level to say, all right, yay or nay. Like, you're close enough to it where it could make some. I mean, you could be even a little looser too, like 643. But your target would be minimum the previous high from July. But if you wanted to be more loose on it, you could just say, all right, it's going to make a higher high because it's been higher highs, high lows. So it could be like 5-to-1 reward to risk like that on Momo. Yeah. I do like it, man. It's diverging too down here on the RSI locally. Yeah. I mean, it would be like 1 and 2. Maybe you do the top of the harmonic, maybe 2. And then 3 could be 1255, or you could just say, forget it, man. I'm going to go for a way more, I don't know, aggressive target, but I like that 1393 level. And it'd probably be like that. 1, 2, 3 like that. You double up by the end of it. Yeah, that's how someone could play Momo. They're putting in higher lows. Buyers defending a key level.
Hey Mitch, can you take a look at SRTA? Thank you.
What's up, AG? Thanks, man. Yeah, sure thing. Give me 1 sec. I think I'm going to publish this. Don't know if it's going to play out, but because it's China. But I sure like it above 670. I do like it above 670. Like, there could really be something impending right here. Like, look at the supply line. You just right at it. Man, they could break that. Almost like a dragon. Almost. Yeah, either way, it's like if it fails, you get stopped out pretty quick, you know, with not many losses, minimal losses, and your upside's really good if this is actually being recaptured. So, right, you get it, like the oscillator is kind of like saying a reversal is coming after a nice drawdown since July. Since July, man, that's like 7 months. Correction in like kind of an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. And it's like the whole reason is like you have a inflection point from 2022 being recaptured with exhaustion. So it's like, oh, they're recapturing a key level and sellers are exhausted. So that's like that's a spot where like sellers relent and buyers reassume control of the asset. So it's like it's a decent like argument for sure, like on risk management for sure. You have like an edge that kind of implies you have maybe it's not even much. You have a greater than 50% chance that it would reverse next. So you have like trend analysis, harmonic patterns, sure. Technical indicators with a divergence on the RSI. So it's just an argument, man. It's like critical thinking here. Silver 20 cents from 90. Okay, posting that real quick. All right, we'll move on. That was the last one for Gomi. That was 5. He requested 5 freaking assets, dude. Dang, man. Save some for the rest of us. Oh, okay. TAC, Trans Alta Corporation. Never been here. Let's start on the weekly on this one. Oh my God, silver is so volatile, man. I'm gonna sleep with my silver tonight, I think. My physical silver is gonna be just all over my bed. Y'all ever do that? Sleep in your metals? Well, it's been uptrending, obviously. For sure. I'm not sure you have a good entry right now. Maybe you do. Maybe it's like he's... Well, the problem is like, maybe you're looking at the levels, 1045, 1169, pretty good, but I don't think you have a structure, really. Right? You always want a structure. Like, that's like the cap off your setup. You always want to be trading a structure. A structure that is developing, that has concluded its development. It's on the tail end of its development, and this is just a drawdown, a correction. And it's not quite at 1169 or 1045. Those would be the better levels. You would probably want to see something like this. I'm just being real. Like, at some point, you would want to see, oh no, they lost it, kind of. A deeper retrace, all the 200, and then they come back in and they recapture, and then they reconfirm, and like that is the type of stuff that you're really looking for like the best chance of this. Like, you want structures. Oh my God, the structure's been in development for an entire year or 8 months or 6 months. You just got a pullback, which is fine, but again, do you want an edge or? Like, I know this is the level to manage risk, but you want to manage your risk and also have a greater than 50% chance of impending reversal or continuation. And I don't think you have that yet, but it doesn't mean it can't pump anytime. But yeah, it's been uptrending for sure. But there's a difference between like an asset in an uptrend versus like an incredible setup. And it's like strategic entry, strategic stop loss, maximum upside. Like, yeah, if they can hold 1045, 1169 at some point, like, yeah, I think you're probably going right back up to 1662 again. Yeah, sure, a lot of upside there, but okay. That was your Trans Alta Corporation. Thanks, Paco. Then we look at Oklo. Paco Oklo. Yeah. Yeah, well, think about this one, man. Let's see. Weekly is, I mean, goodish. Oh, this is the old, like, cup with handle, man. Looks like they're, $85 is a level. Get a little lower, man. Take me back down to 80, 200 moving average, rally it, back test it. Then all of a sudden, you've got an inverse head and shoulders. You've got price action correlating to a level. You don't have that yet. If you can give me all this, I'd post a trade setup on it all day. Because then it would be like, you know what it'd be? It'd be this. And then it'd be this. And be like, that would be actionable. There's a difference between like an asset looking okay and it being literally actionable right now. It would be a symmetrical pattern. You would have the sellers breach the inflection point, but they can't do anything with the breach. You might go, the buyers defend the 200 for a second test, and then the buyers recapture $85, and then they reconfirm it. That's an edge. That's a springback test. That's a 70% chance of this. So like, I would wait on Oklo if we could get it. You can have a real good setup here. I'll have an alert setup if we get like $86, $85. That would make me very happy. So, oof, I don't know if that helps. Strategic Stacks, thank you, dude, for the 20. And Wits, thank you so much, dude. Did you request something? Wait, oh no, we have more. Oh wow. Anonymous, you don't know what happened to your message. Maybe it was because I was in the wrong thing. Let me play it real quick for you. I hit play, replay. It's not working, I guess. Of course. Dang it, dude. I'm sorry. Anonymous tipped $20 and he said, could you look at Etsy? Yeah, we'll look at Etsy. But we'll look at SRTA, not MRTA, but SRTA. Sitch Ray Technical Analysis. Strata. Yeah, dude. Wonderful. I mean, we've been here. I don't even know the last time we were here, but this was Composite Man buying campaign, and this was the back test. That's incredible, man. Like, that's what you're looking for. And look, the one like LEAS and DGXX, the same behavior where you have the M shape develop, and it's a deep retrace, right? Deep retrace while you're in an uptrend, and all the zone, that's the pullback. That you see the difference between SRTA, LAES, or DGXX. There's really no difference. None. No difference. Same situation here. So SRTA, great request, but just again, you should have been requesting this in November. November to early December was the time to not just request this, but to take action on it. And now, what do? How can you manage your risk optimally? You can't now. It's too far gone. It's like at the top of the harmonic here. It's at a resistance. It's not at support. But I mean, I'm just thinking if it's going to break the September 5th high, you just be targeting one at a time. Like I would think target 680. If you ever broke 680, going to be a pretty quick run to 964. I think those would be two targets for you on SRTA. This is critical medical nursing services. So unfortunately, you're not at a good level to manage risk, but your trend is incredible. It seems like you're in like Wyckoff accumulation phase E. You are in the markup phase, and you're just at one last level now. And if they can break it, 680, 964 for way higher. This is a beautiful looking setup here. Well, it was, but you've missed it. It is so far like 415 to 435. You understand why that is the actionable area for long. That is the resistance. So it's like if an M shape completes there, 886 retrace from the previous low to high, that's the zone to long. So you are literally right now 38.5% removed from the entry. That's the problem. So you longing now, of course, it can just play out. It's going to keep going. You have good targets, but if it pulls back 25%, you're closer to a better entry than where you are right now, if that makes any sense. So like there's strictures here, man. Like it's a very stringent set of rules that do not bend or bow or break. They have to be like, you can't be 50, 40, 70% removed from the actionable area. You can't be. So it's like, this is one, unfortunately, it's too far gone for the person who wants to abide by those rules. Okay. Oh. Anyway, so great request though. I mean, I think it looks like way higher in time, though it might, what if it goes back to $5 first, makes the highest low and then runs later? It could do that. That's what I'm saying. A great day. It was at 4%, up another 0.64% after hours. Nice. They shorted the S out of silver on comics today. Yeah, they have to, man. They have to. That's the only way they can stop the price from going to 100. They have to print money and like short so many contracts that it equates to the entire amount of like silver mining output for an entire year. Like that's what they have to do now. And it gets weaker. It seems like it's getting weaker and weaker. So I just can't. There's a hanging man that's about to be confirmed on the daily. Like, right, the hanging man's one thing. You got to have the candle, but the fall through, if the next candle is a a lower close than the hanging man's close, then it confirms the pattern's existence, its validity. So like that's not really a bullish sign. But again, I think it might be a fundamental thing, like where it's a repricing event, recognition event, where like it just doesn't matter. Like this could be to the extent of the correction, the pullback. Like look what they're doing on the 4 hour. They're attempting to hold the heart line of this channel. What you gotta love is like they top it out here, buying climax December 28th, and then all of a sudden, like if you adjust the old trend line for that, all of a sudden you get heartline respect on the next rally on December 30th, heartline respect on January 6th, and then they broke that and they back tested the heartline, and then they ran it up and literally tested the supply line, the overbought threshold, and then immediate correction, 1618, 200% retrace right there with the pattern's completion, and they rallied it and they pulled it back again, and look at you now. I mean, you're about to be closing the week and the day above 90. That's what it looks like to me. Like it's at the high of the 4 hour candle right now. So extremely powerful. And it's just, you got to wonder what's going to happen on Monday or Sunday evening. Like we'll be live for it. Typically always are. Sunday evening, 6 p.m. Eastern. That's when the futures market, that's when the commodities market reopens. You got to wonder if we're going to gap up again. Because remember, last Monday, look at this. Yeah, this was, let me pull up my calendar. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That was it. That was our last week. They gapped it up and it just exploded higher. And now it's like, are they going to do that again? Is she going to gap it up and run it to $96+? Seems like it's starting to get more likely with the strength coming in, with Wall Street closed, with China closed. Yeah, this was all manufactured. Silver is still godlike. Okay, godlike. Like, if you've been in this, if you estimated GQ, you're looking at your portfolio like the dude in the GameStop movie. Like, oh my God, there's no way. How did this happen? Could easily range. Probably not on this, man. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna range on this. I think they'll probably go to, it looks like how it's setting up right now, where it looked kind of I don't know, dude, and now it's like, and now after hours URA alert going off. URA is still going a little bit. URA, I'm waiting for 60s on this one. Calls already up, I think 60% now after today. But yeah, it's rocks, dude. Rocks. Rare earth strategic metals, silver, uranium, platinum groups. Yeah. Like, it's just metals. Commodities, not food commodity. Well, actually, I take that back. Your live cattle and then your cattle feeder futures. Those two are anomalous agricultural commodities that are doing exceptionally well. Everything else, though, is kind of meh. Impressive. 9 minutes to go. This is so illiquid and so volatile. This could be at $92 in 9 minutes, or $91 at least. I'll say that. So cracking the $90 mark just for a second right there. So strong. Let's look at LE live cattle futures. Yeah, it might be the dead cat bounce too. It could be already over and we don't know it yet for sure. Yeah, this could be over and we don't know. That could have been the right. That's a big crash, man. I know we've had them before, and yeah, they could do the same thing, but it looks like it might be topping out and at least going for a retrace. But yeah, only one of the food futures really doing things. Nothing else really been worth looking at. Man, imagine if they just, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Who cares about the weekend anymore with commodities, with metal prices? Like, the weekend has been my least favorite time of the week for the past 2 months. Yep, I've hated the weekends. I'm just gonna be real. All right, they crack above 90. So forget the daily. Look at the 4 hour. I think this is your best tell. I think this heart line is amazing because there's just nothing else. There's nothing else that exists. It's just they manufactured 86,
Long-time
86.
listener, unbelievably thankful for the education. Can we take a peek at DVLT before you head out? Thanks.
Little gray matter. Thanks to 2222 repeating, of course. DVLT. Yeah, we'll look at it. All right, I'll have an alert set up on silver. If we're getting like crazy, if we get above 90.50, I'll come right back to it. DVLT. We'll do it, dude. Data vault. What is it? Data or data? What do y'all say? I say data. Like Talladega. Talladega. Yeah, you got an M shape. Now it's terrible. I mean, it's literally all-time loser. It's an all-time. I mean, this is like when you look at companies that are listed on the stock market that look like this. This is a debt burn. Okay, this is a company that doesn't make money literally ever, and they're just melting away because of debt. That's what these eternal downtrends look like. And so, okay, what was that? It was like your lowest high. All right, I'll probably too deep here. Maybe it's a Gartley, 886 Gartley, but I don't know, like in an eternal downtrend like that with an asset that just is so toxic. When I want to go long on DVLT, this is the question. Gray matter. Thank you so much, dude, for the 22.
Are you able to look at SG, Mitch? I requested it with
I'm
that
sorry,
first
man.
SC.
Dude, please forgive me, man. I'm sorry. That stupid Stream Elements thing. You saw it, right? With evidence. It did not put it on there, and I've just been flowing. Swear to gosh, I'll look at it right after this, man. I'm so sorry. Don't burn me at the stake, dude. Not intentional. Okay, so I think Wits would agree, though. Would I want to long DVLT shark? Which, okay, it's a shark, kind of close, but actually not even, because it's not a 1618, but it was close. It's almost a shark. Would I rather own this, or would I rather just be like, you know what, man? I'll look back at LEAS. Look at the trend, right? The difference between the charts, DVLT or LAES or DGXX. Like, I'd rather own these all day, or PLG. Pick your poison, man. I know this one's not as perfect. This could come back down to like $2 and it'd be like amazing at $2. But either way, I think like you have a better chance of success owning PLG, LES, DGXX. Probably even the EEM, emerging markets versus Spider. I think you got a better chance of success in making money in the next few months than I think you would ever have owning DVLT. But you got an M shape that's there, but it's at all-time lows, and it's like all it does is make lower highs, lower lows. So you don't have any animal spirits behind you. The company doesn't make money. Every single quarter that DVLT reports earnings, every 3 months, they come out and they say, all we do is lose money. Wait. 5 years ago, we were losing money. Here we are, 5 years later. We're still losing money. I mean, come on. Like, what's the point? Bad trend. You got an M shape, bro. Bad trend, bad fundamentals, bad everything. Just forget it. Let it go. Thank you, Great Matter. SG. I'm so sorry, dude. I really am. Sweet green. Ugh. Well, sweet green. Not so sweet. Is it kind of like rancid green, puke green? Rebrand? Puke green? Yeah, okay. They hit an all-time low. Congratulations, Sweet Green. You did it, man. You did it. So they're recapturing 628, I guess. All right, that's nice. But again, right, though it's at like the basement and you're like in a long-term downtrend, right? Again, if you want like an M shape like this, figure you would want it a higher low. I know it's a shark. It's 100% plus shark. A big M shape. You might end up with a bigger reaction than this too. What you would really want though, if you ever wanted to take action on an M shape, even if it looks like this, is you would want this and then this and then this and then this and this and this. You'd want to see structures and then consecutive higher lows and then positive price action to levels from history. And that will literally take until the end of the year. That'll take until October, like all that. Like, that's it. Like, until you get something like that, it's just you don't have an edge. Like, you might buy it and luck out on a reaction and it runs, but it's like, where do you take profit? Well, and you know, like that run will be limited in its upside potential. It will not be a pronounced reversal. All of this gives you a greater chance of a more resounding recovery and reversal, way more upside when you get stuff like that, because that's representative of market participants taking longs. You don't have any evidence of many market participants over a decent amount of time taking longs consecutively. So until that happens, you're just really like, cool, you found an asset at the basement, that's nice, but I don't think you have an edge for a resounding reversal. That's what we're looking for. We want, when those structures conclude their development, that's when you know you have a higher chance of not just a rally, but a rally that has staying power, that really could be reversing the trend or continuing the trend. And we're going way higher. This could be short-term upside, maybe, if you're lucky. That's all I got. Now, I'm really sorry, Wits Man. I did not mean to miss the request, dude. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. There's like ones that are like, oh, okay, they're bottoms. They're this or that. All right. But it's got to be everything, man. Like, hey, Goldilocks zone. All right. The Goldilocks zone, man. For life to be conducive. Well, for the environments to be conducive of life on a planet in a solar system, there are a ton of variables. So many different things. Oh, yeah, it's too far away, too close, screwed. Oh, there's not enough oxygen. There's not enough hydrogen. Oh, screwed, right? Yeah, oh, your planet doesn't have enough, the core is not strong enough to produce an electromagnetic field to protect the Earth from solar rays and winds. Screwed, right? I mean, so many things. It's the exact same thing. All right, look at that, chat. Silver, closed, highest weekly candle close ever. Close above 90, Jesus chimes.
Hype in the chat!
Amazing. Looks halted. Bro, no, it's not. Just a liquid. Like, the market's dead. Like, no one's trading it. That's what happens. When China's not open, China's markets aren't open, and Wall Street closed up for the weekend. That's typically what happens in the last hour. Nothing crazy. So, okay. So Bitcoin 95.5 kind of recovered. Got 2 hours till the daily close, but you're in coin flip territory. Like, this is not really where the spirits of the animals are. Like, it's just fine, man. It could go to 100K. That someone flipped a coin and it landed on tails because tails never fails, right? That's why Bitcoin's at 99.3. Or they flip the coin, it lands on heads. Okay, crap. It's down to 92K for a back test. Either way, it's just I'm sorry, man. Like, that 98% of the time you look at an asset, any given chart, any given day, it's not going to have an edge. It's not going to have structure. Not going to be an amazing reward to risk setup. Like, because again, we just talked about it. Like, trying to find a good setup is almost like trying to look through the galaxies and the universe looking for life on another planet. When you find one that's in the Goldilocks zone, okay, it still may not even have life on it. That's trading. That's swing trading here. Like, you have to find something in the Goldilocks zone. And then there has to be life on the planet. There have to be all these other variables that line up. So, like, the Goldilocks zone is an asset maybe trading at the key levels, but then for there to be life, all these other things have to line up on the planet, you know? So anyway, been a good stream, man. I've been live for 1 hour and 30 minutes now. So longer than I thought I'd be live. But it's been good, man. What a week, dude. 2 week. My year has been made in 2 weeks. I don't have to do anything the rest of the year if I don't want to. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was that effing good. And I can't believe it. So now I'm just going to chill and help y'all do everything I can to help you on your trading journey and try to hold on to what has been made in the past 2 weeks, but it's really the past 2 months. Oh, good God, man. Etsy now. Yeah, now we can look at Etsy. There's always another request. Like, what do you mean to do? 50 requests every stream. Like, God. No more requests. All right. Gotta go do something. So Etsy's down here in the basement. I mean, good structure. I mean, yeah, they defended 53.12, good rally off of it, but you really would, if you wanted to actually go long on Etsy, you would want it to return to that level. You would want it to come back down locally and do something like that, put another higher low, and then your oscillator resets. Like, you're just like at 60 right now. Like, I would like a pullback back, because it's all about, hey man, if you're requesting it right now, that means like you may not be long. You're probably not long on it, and you probably didn't get in at $53 because we were here around here talking about it. So it's like, you need it to come back down here because that's the risk management level. And so if it can do something like that, then you got a chance for a good reward to risk, because if it does that, you'll get a local confirmation low, which means the probability is higher if it is real, if it holds, that you would have the most upside potential, which you'd be targeting for 70 to 73. It still could go there, but that's what you would want, okay, on Etsy if you wanted to be taking fresh longs. All right. Been a good stream. What a week. What a week, man. I'll just be back. Thanks again for everything. See you on the Discord. See y'all Sunday evening, 6 p.m. I'll be live. That's when commodities reopen. We'll all be patiently awaiting the metals market, because that's where the mania is. Animal spirit bombs going off. So until next time, respect the TA. Sorry about the audio. I don't know what happened.